All right, good morning, everybody. Kel here. How are you this morning? Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up. All right. Okay, the thing is this. I hope you didn't miss me much on last Sunday. We didn't have MAO. Yeah, people have been requesting that. Oh, all right, at least 20, 30 people actually auto-text us regarding about the MAO, and we say don't have. After much thinking through, because you see, when I do the weekend MAO and when I do some forecasting, right, the problem is that the forecast, the market may change momentum, may change direction, it may have some news in between, and some of the forecasts may not be that accurate, right? To some of you who think it's important. So that's why the thing is, I'm going to concentrate more on the weekday MAO, and most likely I'll put some of the content into the weekday MAO, which also means that, right, the weekend MAO, right, will only may be confined to only my own students, or we may not have the weekend MAO in. All right. So that is how it will likely be. So there'll be weekday MAO. Yes, likely weekend it may be confined to my own students, or if not itself, right, it will be the content will be on the weekday, and then we may not have MAO on the weekend. All right. So just to inform you guys of the latest changes. Okay. So that everybody will get the latest update, rather than you see the 1 week weekly MAO, then you get disoriented by the market after that. Okay. So all clear? If all clear, can you key MAO into the group chat? So at least I know that you guys have heard me loud and clear. And if you have friends who are asking about MAO, you can actually talk to them. All right. By the way, MAO stands for what? Market Analysis and Outlook. All right. It's not called MAO. It's just basically MAO. All right. Undeniable. Okay. Let's just start this morning. Let me share my screen right now. I got my double screen. So much easier compared to when I was in hotel. It was so tough. Okay, It's not the durian, no, it's not Mao Shan Wang. Actually, the direction was towards Mao Zedong. Okay, all right. Can you see my PowerPoint slide? Yes? Okay, 15 December 2020. Today is the Tuesday. No, today is already Tuesday. Sorry, my bad. Need to just correct this. Okay. Tuesday 2020. All right, yesterday we have MAO. All right, now Biden is America 46th president. It is official. All right, of course, as long as he appear on that day, it is official. All right. Recording, yeah? Yeah, it's recording, don't worry. Okay. All right. So Biden is the American 46th president. Okay, that is where we'll get excited. 20th January, that will be the day where he will become take over from Donald Trump. So of course, what happened immediately, we saw instant reaction. So let's talk about that shortly. First of all, disclaimer as usual. Can you please key disclaimer into group chat, and do understand this? Whatever I share is to be used as learning aid. All trading decisions are on your own. The risk of trading can be substantial, and of course, you have to carefully consider whether such activity is suitable for you in light of the current financial condition. Okay. Well, my legal advice tell me that I must actually read through this and make sure my voice is actually shown. Okay. So thank you guys. You need a disclaimer. Please, you have the disclaimer. If not, I won't continue because it's very, 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 very important for me. All right. Now, as more and more people come on board onto MAO, I mean, I feel that it's more like a little important responsibility to deliver the best, to tell you all exactly what is what. Because sometimes when I write some numbers on the screen, so you do screenshot it and then you'll use it and makes money of it, that's fine. But of course, if you use it in the wrong way and you lose money, right, you're pretty sad. So that's why I want you guys to be very clear and specific on what I share throughout the session. Okay, thank you for the disclaimer. Now, Joe Biden has won the electoral college vote, okay, cementing his victory over Donald Trump. And you can see that, right, immediately itself, okay, the market has no reaction. That's a sad part, no reaction. So the market is already, bought into that he is the one, all right? So there was no reaction from the market. And you can see right now, let me go to this one here. You can see on the news side, you can see it's very clear that Biden clears the 270 votes, and then the You can see from Straits Times also mentioning that. So everything is clear on. Of course, when that happened itself, right, we also noticed that someone have left. That is that the security guy. Let me just hide a view all. Oh, what's his name? Anybody have his name? The guy who just immediately resigned because of Biden winning that. That's his name. Sorry. Let me just check it out here. Oh, I lost it. The guy who left immediately. Yeah, Barr, correct. Yes, indeed. Yes, he left. All right, because we know that what happened is that he actually, okay, Anthony General Barr resigned, okay, because we know that he and Trump has a little bit of issues, and that is why it's happening right now. So the thing is this, this morning, people have been talking to me, asking me, Kel, now Donald Trump did say this, if he really loses this election, right, what will happen? They say the stock market will crash. So would there be a possibility that this he and his gang try to, give a very tough problem for this Joe Biden? Well, if I tell you no, I'm lying. I'll be honest with you. If I tell you no, I'm lying, because I believe that, right, if I'm him, based on his character, he will likely create a little bit of problem for Joe Biden. This is my personal take, all right, my personal take. So all I can say is this, we saw last night what happened for the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones was trading okay. It was approaching the new all-time high, 30,323. Then after that, once he reached there, suddenly U-turn came in. Then where's where the New York mayor came out and says that, you know what, we have to look to close down New York. And of course, there were other news coming up, but you can see the Dow Jones kept going down without holding back. You see all the way kept going down without holding back. All right. So this is not usual. This is not usual, but probably the market has realized that, right, all is lost already. So let's just put it into retrospect here. Now, when Donald Trump came in as a president in 2016, okay, let me just show you the chart here. Okay, 2016, that is where Donald Trump came in. The time Donald Trump, when he came in, the Dow Jones was trading about 18,500 area. Okay, 18,500. Okay, then after that, what happened? The Donald Trump era brought the Dow Jones all the way to all-time high, out of nearly 11,000 points over the stretch of 830 days. Then after that, the COVID-19 hits the market, and incredibly, when the market came down, it went exactly to where Donald Trump became the president. Okay, you can see that one more time. I draw it for you. This is where Donald Trump became the president. This is where the highest point he went before the COVID-19 came in. And incredibly, when the market came back down, right, it came down exactly to where Donald Trump started his era. And after that, exactly from that point itself, the market recovers and go to all-time high again. So the question is this: if he is the poster boy for the stock market, and if his implementation is the one that makes the market go so much higher, would the market actually comes down for him? Well, honestly, it is very possible. It is actually very possible. So that's why I will say that traders, you have to be very careful, because what we saw the last MAO, the last time I told you before, the market is way, way, way overvalued, and people got complacent in that, and that's why traders, you just need to be very careful on that. Undeniable, people have been also asking me, but Kelvin, the thing is this, for the Democrats, if they win this battle, right, usually Democrat is pro-business, right? So it should be good. Well, yes, indeed, and the stock market under Democrat usually are better than Republican. So on the other side is that, right, if after a good correctional pullback, my personal opinion is that, right, it will be a good time to buy into the market again. So I repeat myself one more time. After a good correctional pullback, healthy one, then when the prices are cheaper, people can afford to buy on value. Then I believe that again, the next 4 years will be pretty good for the Democrat. All right, Democrat itself. Okay, that is the statistics, based on statistics. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to my PowerPoint. I'm going to run here and there today. So the Dow Jones closed more than 150 points lower amid increasing fears of the new lockdown measurements. Okay, so what is going on there? Because Singapore, we have saw it, right? Singapore, we have going to be, going to phase 3. We have more people going in social gathering, 8 people now and stuff like that. But you can see that New York City Mayor Bill, he says that the city could experience a full shutdown soon. And his comments put pressure on the Dow and S&P 500. So let's look at the coronavirus update. This is today. Now, the thing is this, US has in total cases hit 16.9 million. 17 is just one day away. The total death has reached 300,000. It has doubled India. That's terrible. And of course, it's still mounting. All right. So all I can say is that, right, this is going to continue, even though the vaccination is supposed to be ongoing right now. But again, it will take time. And again, 20 million for a country of 350 million, that's quite a bit different. All right. And of course, there is selective injection. So still, today to the 20th, I expect the Republicans, some of them may get pissed off. They may probably go on street again, and that should increase another round of infected cases. That's my personal take. So that's why I will say that go slow. Now, for my students, if you have attended last Sunday MAO, you will know that why am I showing this particular chart. If you don't have, you don't know what this is all about, you go to our Trade with the Boys Facebook page, the one for ourselves. We'll look at the last MAO on Sunday. I talk about this little chart here. So as you can see on the chart left corner, the left side, this is the table. Right, yesterday's volume is 371 million. So it's still not to the level that I mentioned. Okay, the day before was 393, then after that 335, 380. So the last few days, it did not hit that magical range there that I mentioned. So until we see that, okay, then that is where things get a bit scary. So if that really happens, traders be very, very, very careful. Okay, I think you heard me loud and clear, right? Okay. So with that, let's look at the market right now. Now, this is absolutely scary. This is absolutely scary. Look at it. This is point A. This is point B. So I took point A and point B. I draw the technical line. I draw it to A to B. Then I extended it. So the market beautifully predicted point C. Then yesterday, wow, look at it. It predicted point D with Pacific, oh my God, level. All right, that's why when the Dow was moving upwards itself, right, about nearly to 30,340, I tell my friend, if you're long in the market, consider to take short position. If you are a long position, just take some profit. And truth be told, he witnessed it, but he did not do anything. He just saw the market really collapsing like that. But of course, I told him, as long as this point here, the MA30 doesn't break, we are still safe. Okay, we are still pretty safe. So what level is this today? Let's take a look for today. The level today here is 29,844. For today, 29,844. So I'm going to write it down for you. 29,844. Now again, I repeat. Now, some people ask me, how come my MA and your MA is different? Because your data is different. If we are all using the same account, same broker, like AIM, for example, then we will have the same MA numbers. All right. If you're using a different broker, your MA and my MA will be totally different. Okay, because the different brokers have different data. Okay, this one is very, very simple. All right. So 29,844 means what? If the Dow Jones now is trading at 29,949, then we are about 100 points away from a very important technical level. I repeat, we are 100 points away from a very important technical level. Now, I want to explain this a bit deeper for you today. All right. You can see that when the market is at a higher point, the MA is further away from it, right? So that's why the margin of safety is there. But when the market consolidate, obviously based on mathematics formula, it will causes the MA to surge upwards because it's max on average. And of course, the mean will basically close in. So that means that now they are getting closer and closer for a potential movement. So there's two ways to look at it. One, the market touch the MA and propel higher. Now, I'm not too sure what news will propel the market higher because we're talking about the Pfizer vaccine is already in the market. Now, somebody asked me on the site, for Pfizer, is it time to buy the share of it because this company do such a I mean, it's the one that's selling this wonderful drug. So obviously it should be very good, right? Well, let me just show it to you guys, the share price of yesterday. Take a look. Now this is Pfizer share. Look at it. Can you tell me this is a company that selling millions of vaccine and then the price like that? I mean, my point is this: if you are shutting down, meaning the market, the people relies on your vaccine to be safe. So why is the share price down instead last night? So that's why I would like to stress this point is I'm not saying whatever, but I believe the news has already done its impact for the counter. The next thing is really a few months later, then you see the money, put this way. So I don't really like the share price movement. Seriously, the last 5 days itself is supposed to be like a world saver thingy whereby everybody should be very happy with that. But you look at the share price, it doesn't show me the same thing. I don't like it at all. Then of course the next one is Moderna, because people say that maybe the next one will be this guy. All right, this is the same thing, Moderna shares. Okay, of course from the low to high, Moderna shares I went up quite a lot. But the last 5 days, you can see it also didn't display the type of enthusiasm that the stock market behaved. So that's why I'm going to have my reservation on this sort of medical stocks. Really, I have my reservation. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so as long as the Dow Jones stay above 29,844, things are okay. But if the Dow Jones do go down below the 29,844, then watch out. The Dow may go all the way down to this point here. Okay, this is the point. Let me just get it correct. That means the Dow will go down to about 29,184. I repeat, 29,184. Okay, 29,184. 29,184. Okay, got it? All right, that is my support for the Dow Jones if it breaks below 844 level, so another 4. Okay, all clear? Okay, right. So that is for the conventional. Obviously, this is my Fibonacci chart. So now it's a new all-time high. I have to shift it up again. Every time the new all-time high, I have to shift. So I can see again the very important technical level, 23.6. Yesterday, it breached down, it slammed down to 38.2 very fast. And after 38.2, it slammed down to 50. And after 50, it rebounded already. So that's why you can use this as a guide. So my guide tells me for today, the 61.8, which is very critical for all, usually for Fibonacci, it will be about 29,793. Okay, 29,793. Now this is the Fibonacci 61.8. Of course, again, my Fibonacci, the way I use it is from this point here. So if you choose a different point, you have different numbers. Okay, so why I choose this point? Because when I use it previously, it works pretty nicely for me. So that's why I stick to this point here. So again, if you think that you're going to use a lower point to get a different number, it's absolutely your own this decision. All right, there's no right or wrong here. Come Fibonacci. All right. Okay, so I will know that when the Dow breaks 29,800, I have to watch with my eyes, watching the market very closely. Okay. Okay, so that is for the Dow 15. Now the Dow weekly chart, you can see right now, the weekly chart is showing me things that, I mentioned before. I mentioned that we are in, last week, we ended our 6th week. All right, for those who didn't catch what I say about that, go back to my last 6 MAOs. I mentioned that this is the 6th week, all right? So you can see now. Okay, I'm just trying to bring it down here because my thing will be there. So this is the 1st week, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So I mentioned that after 6-week movement, the market most likely will have a correctional. And is it happening right now? It seems to be showing that at the moment. Now, of course, I can be wrong, but since I say this, I need to follow through. I will not lie about it. So just to take note once again, the last 6 weeks, I've been calling for buy before this week. So last 6 weeks, that's why I've been telling you guys, stay on the long side, don't take short side. If you short side, just be careful along the way up. You can sell, but just don't let that be pushed to be purposely on pull up. But now it's the 7 week, and I say that right, likely there will be correctional pullback from this station. Okay, I already said this very clearly. I hope you understand this. All right, if you heard me saying this and very clear that, can you key the word 7, number 7 into the group chat, number 7. All right, lovely 7. Huh? We know 7 is a great number. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for that. Wow, 125 people. So you're still with me. Okay. All right, so that is the Dow Jones. Let's look at Dow Jones today on our own chart right now. Okay, here we go. Now today's our trade with the boy system tell us that this is not a very good sign. The opening price today is below pivot 2. Now opening price today is 29,937. Okay, today the opening price, I'm just going to write it down for you again. Opening price today is 29,937. The pivot 2 level is 30,122. So very simple. If the Dow Jones goes below OP, which is here, then there will be some selling, because normally below OP, below pivot 1 is always pivot 2, sorry, is always a sell. Okay, above OP, above pivot, below OP, below pivot 2 is always a sell. Okay, so now at the moment the Dow is still above OP, so not so bad. Okay, not so bad, huh? All right, earlier I forgot to do this. Okay, let me just show it to you. This is Dow Jones yesterday. Now Dow Jones yesterday, the Dow was above OP, above pivot 1. So that's why the Dow initially went up. You can see that the Dow opening was here. It was above pivot 1. So that's why the Dow, every CCRY was a buy on the Dow Jones, right? Until it perfectly hit KTR plus 1, created a BMB at that moment. Okay, students of mine, you will know what's BMB. And a BMB followed by a CCYR, oh my God, triggered KTR plus 1, and KSI turned red. Oh, it was a outright sell, put it this way. So that's why the Dow Jones collapsed all the way down. Right, this is how it goes. So that's why our system is pretty precise. When all the stars or all the alignment comes together, you know what to do. You just go for the kill. That's why when the market hit this point itself and create a BNB with CCYR, right, that was the reason to do that. So today is the opposite. Today now is that the opening price is actually below the pivot 2. You can see that the opening price is below pivot 2, and even though now we see a little bit of recovery from the low, but the KSI on the M15 is still pretty red. So this tells you that, right, the boys are still selling. The boys are still selling. So if let's say the Republicans really think that that's the end, they may actually take profit. Because it's an all-time high now, why not take profit? Who knows what happened right next? So that's why just take a note of that. Okay, someone texted me privately on the site, say, Kel, usually the Democrats become the leading party, right? There will be wars happening, there'll be battles. Yeah, you cannot deny this. Most of the time there is. So that's why just be more careful. Huh? Okay, NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ, basically, this is very important. Now, if everybody, can you do me a little favor? Remember this? If you take the opening price and the closing price of this Black Hawk down, right? Okay, look at the my screen here. The opening price of that day, was 12,664. All right. Then the closing price is 12,356. So it's a 300 points, 308 points. Divide by 2. Okay. Then I plus spec this closing price. 12,510. Okay, so what happened is this. I want to put this here. 12,510. This is the midpoint of the Black Hawk, and I did mention to my friend. Okay, yeah, my friend, that if the midpoint of the Black Hawk, right, will be a very important pivotal point. If the market can close above the midpoint, which is 12,510, the Nasdaq will have a recovery. All right, 12,510. Okay, the Nasdaq will recover. But if the Nasdaq hit 12,510 and close below it, then must be very careful, because the Nasdaq may fall back again. All right, that is the technical aspect of it. So for the Nasdaq, right, the support for today. the Nasdaq support for today, let me bring the MA up, will be about 12,309, around there, okay? 12,309. So if Nasdaq cross above 12,510, it'll be a buy. If the market goes down below, then 12,300, that will be a first support there. For that is on conventional chart, conventional. Now look at my weekly chart. Oh my goodness. Look at it. I have not changed nor altered my trend line. Look at the way the market support for the 4th day in a row. For the 4th consecutive day, the trend line that I mounted since when? Let me take a look. Take a look. This is my trend line that I mounted on. Look at it, the converging of it and the way the accuracy of the trend line holding along that line is incredible. All right, so when such a thing happens, there's always two sides of the coin. One, the market hit the support level, it will rebound again. So it's very good for people to buy. But if the market breaks below it, right, then the margin of selling will be quite crazy. So now the Nasdaq is higher. I'll put another level here for myself. I believe that the Nasdaq next support is around here, about 11,900 level. That is my support that I want to look for buying if the market pulls back. Okay. All right, you heard me, yeah? Okay, so that is for the Nasdaq, and just a quick one to the trade the voice system. Let's take a look at Nasdaq, quick one. The Nasdaq today opening price is between pivot 1 and pivot 2, so no much direction in a way. So as long as the market stays above OP, the upside is still 12,609. If it stays below OP, then the downside will be 12,341. Okay, that is based on the trade with the voice system. Okay, okay. All right, so that is the equity side. Let's look at the gold. Now for gold itself, yesterday you can see gold initially came down, then about 5 p.m. okay, Singapore time, it recovers strongly from the low end, went up the high. Then after that, news came out, market sold up again. So you see the whole day go basically more to the downside than upside. Now the news in the market says that, right, the gold may now be seeing range bound. So now range bound, they tell you range bound, and they tell you that likely you will run but don't know when. So that is how the news do such things. Conventional chart wise, let's look at now. My chart, I'm still holding it. My trend line, I'm still holding it. I'm not changing my trend line because it works fine for me. So I share with you, right, even though recently have went up, many people call for buy. I keep reminding you, no, it's not the time yet. I know that probably there is a lot of money ongoing. The dollar is still slipping down. People have been asking me, Kel, the dollar is still coming down. How come the gold still not going up? And I repeated to you, it's no longer behaving in what we have been fit. All right, because there's a lot of money moving around. So I don't believe that gold will be going up in the near term. Yes, you heard me correctly. Yes, you heard me correctly. I already say gold may not go up. This could be a bottom, but not the bottom. A bottom is a temporary bottom. The bottom is an absolute bottom. So I already say this is a bottom, not the bottom. That's why on that day when gold lost the target of 189, right? I've been informing you guys to take your profit off the table, and I'm glad you do that. So the thing is this, I'm going to move my MA level. This is my MA level. I'm going to bring it down, okay, to today's number. Today's MA is 1838. 1838, okay? 1838. Now, I'm a very, very bullish person on gold, but I repeated myself many times, not now. We can buy and make money. Every wave we can buy. Every wave we can, sorry, this doesn't mean buy. Every wave we can buy. But then again, now it's not the time to go absolutely bullish on gold. No need to go all in. No need, wait for a while. Why? Because the equity market is at the high. The equity market is at the high. And I already told you, as long as equity market comes off, right, gold will come down. So you tell me, what color is this candle yesterday? Everybody take a look. Look at this candle on this candle here. This is a black candle on the gold chart, right? Look at this is the Dow Jones candle. What candle is this? This is also a black candle. So do you realize this? The fundamental that people tell you say, oh, when the equity market comes down, buy gold, right? It doesn't work here. It doesn't work here. Not now. It will work later. I tell you that later. when everybody has probably shifted out from equity market, nothing better to buy, then someone says, come on, let's buy gold. And that is a point whereby you will see that equity market coming down further, gold go up. You will see that relationship. But at the moment now, it's not formulating that. And do me a little favor, this relationship doesn't matter one. They'll keep on, today they are friends, tomorrow they're enemies. So don't bother by that. Follow the chart, that is more important. So unless we see a significant breakout, which I can't see why, all right, then there's no chance for gold to go any much higher meanwhile. Okay, that's my personal take on the conventional chart. Now for our own chart, let's take a look today, our trade with the boys chart. Now trade with the boys chart, you can see that now it's fidgeting between the opening price. That's why you can see the pivot colors also moving around. So what you can see right now is that the chart tells me that it's a continuation of CCYR coloring, and KSI is red in color, right? Although there's no blue bar at the bottom, so it's still okay. But still for today, the opening price is between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. So the first target for today, 1830, will be the pivot 1 level. Unless gold can cross 1830 convincingly, then it's a buy for intraday basis. I repeat, intraday. If gold should come back down, then the downside could be as low as 1809. 1809. All right, so be very careful on that. So upside, I repeat myself one more time, could be 1830. The downside can be as much as 1809. And with the current level now, we are seeing that the KSI is red in color. Hence, therefore, right, if the gold price comes down, gold price can go down to 1809 pretty fast. Okay, all clear on that? If you're clear, can key the 1809 into the group chat. Thank you. Now, someone asked me, Kel, if later on, if the gold turns around and do another CCRY, would you be calling for buy? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. As long as whatever the system says, whatever, I'll just follow through. End of the day, you have to be decisive on in terms of TP level. If the market condition is not that fantastic for the long side, then when you see good profit, you just take. But to long, we still long based on the rule. We cannot change it. The rule says sell, we sell. Rule says buy, we buy. That's the only difference is depends on where the PP level will be. Okay, that's why being my student, the best part is that you can actually hear me live, informing you what to do through our Telegram group chat. Okay, okay. So you heard me, yeah? Okay, that is for gold. All right. So basically, with that itself, I have I will now just do a quick one. When some of y'all like me to do oil. Oil is still maintaining its upside, still not coming down. Very strong, despite the huge volume of supply in the market. The crude oil price is still very strong. So again, I stress this out loud. I stress this out loud here. History has proven that between Republican and Democrat, usually battles usually happen during Democrat time. And usually during Democrat time, the crude oil prices, interestingly, will be up. So you understand the relationship now itself. So I don't believe that everything is just by coincidence. Things just happen for its reason. And some countries, they really depend on a lot of external activities to maintain their world standard or world status. So that's why I will say these traders, we are going to enter a very crazy time. I believe that from next week onwards, right, the market will be even crazier as we approach 20th of January next year. So traders, you need to put your attention in the market. Either you long for a long while already, you now take profit off the table and then wait for a good significant pullback, or you can actually prepare for the next wave already. Okay, this is my personal thing. I hope you get my hint now. All right. Then Hang Seng. Well, I already repeat to you, Hang Seng at this moment now is still going to be down. I know Hang Seng had tried to go up a few days ago, but you can see every time it go up, right, it comes down. So I'm going to put the Hang Seng MA on my screen right now. Okay, make it thicker so you all can see. Okay. So Hang Seng 26,500 is the MA. So as long Hang Seng don't cross 26,500, it's going to be very difficult for Hang Seng to go up. And I'm very bearish in Hong Kong. I'm very, very bearish. Yes, you heard me correct. I'm very bearish with Hong Kong. I believe that Hong Kong will come down here. Strongly believe 25,500. I'm very strongly believe that the Hang Seng will drop down by 1,000 points over the next few trading days itself, or at least 2 weeks. I'll put it this way: 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, Hang Seng, the chance of dropping down 1,000 points is very high possibility. So traders, if you actually have the same thinking of mine, you can watch out for this on day-to-day trading. Day-to-day trading, not they sell and don't care. If the day intraday call for sell, you can go for it. Okay, 1,000 points. Okay, I already said that already. Huh? Okay, all right. So that is the financial market. I know you guys want to take a look at this one here, which is the Bitcoin, right? Now, Bitcoin, wow, really, really impressive. All right, it's still moving up. The boys are still there. Everything is still good. So today, Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin stays above the 19,299, now it's slightly higher, right? As long as Bitcoin stays above that, the Bitcoin should go higher today, right? 348 right now, 219,299. But of course, I will say this upfront. Today, opening price for Bitcoin is below pivot 2. Is below pivot 2. So which means that if Bitcoin later on, because of whatever reason, okay, if Bitcoin later on comes down, Bitcoin can sell down to quite a fair level. What level will that be? Let me take a look. 18779. Now that day when I forecasted Bitcoin will hit 17777, right? Wow, it was so perfect, really spot on. So today I'm saying that if Bitcoin come down 18779. Okay. If Bitcoin later on pull back, Bitcoin will come down to 18779 first. So now it's 19349, right? So if Bitcoin loses opening price, it will come down to 18779 first. Bitcoin don't have any specific good time to trade, but I do agree that usually in the afternoon session, right, that wave is not bad to trade. That means it's about Singapore time 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. That 6 hours pretty decent to trade. Yeah, pretty decent. Okay, Bitcoin. And you can see yesterday's market, a quick one to just show yesterday's market. Okay, just show it to you, yesterday's market. So yesterday, Bitcoin, if you follow the rules that I mentioned in the preview, you look out for KCX first. All right, look out for KCX first. See, I just put my KCX first to just show it to you. Okay, yesterday there were 5 KCX signal. And then after that, what you need to do, you just look out for all the available color change, which is the CCRY on the 5-minute chart. 5 minute, you can see here's one block, zoom went up. Right, this one came in, this one failed. I repeat, fail. So one win, one loss. Then this one, another block came out. Okay, so one loss, one win. The win is so much better. Okay, another block right here. You won money. And another block right here, won money. So you can see that. So yesterday, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades on the Bitcoin. And we can actually have an overall winning day. Overall winning day. You just look at the KCX, wait for the color change, and go according to plan. It's as simple as that itself. But of course, if you have the pivot and KTR, it will be even better for you. But yesterday, KTR and pivot no longer exist. So you need to wait for today's market. Okay? So that is how we trade Bitcoin. Very simple. And student of mine, when can you receive this? Very, very soon. Very, very soon. In fact, the AIM's already getting it ready. So likely, next Monday, I repeat, next Monday, 22nd, sorry, I think 21st, right? The 21st, next Monday, you can actually be having that ready. And we may actually let you have a little short trial on it first for free. All right, a short trial for any of my students to try it for free. Yes, for free. You heard me loud and clear, for free. So I will let y'all try it out for a short period, maybe for 5-10 days. Just try it out first. If you like it, means you like it. If you don't like it, means you don't like it. Okay? All right, again, not confirmed yet. I'll call that back to you all very shortly. Okay? All right. So that's why this is a perk of being part of the Trade with the Voice family. All right? Okay, cool, right? Okay, so that will be all for today. But let me just show you the gold yesterday. This gold chart yesterday. Gold came down, KCX, then turned the color change, and that's why gold went up yesterday. But once it hit the pivot one, it couldn't stay long. It came back down again. So that was gold momentum yesterday. Okay. So the thing is this. This is my last 15 days for you guys to make your move. Okay, tick value for Bitcoin, you have to check it out on the different exchange because there will be a different value here. So different broker, different value, different exchange. Okay. All right. So last 15 days for the price of 1388, because we're going to introduce Bitcoin, all right, and Ethereum. So what will happen is that, right, we will have to increase the price because it's very costly on us. So the price for next year will jump to 1688. All right, 1688. So now you can still get it at 1388. There will be no negotiation, no way can reduce the price. Come 1st January 2021, the price will be 1688 already. So how to register? Go to Trade the Boys Facebook Messenger and then contact us. Our team members are there ready for you. Okay. So tell your friends, don't waste it because next year will be much higher. It'll be pretty silly to do that. And as I say, if you guys have been following me, from now till end of the year, I believe there'll be a big movement in the market. I'm sure I can help you to make back the money. I'm pretty sure I can help you to make back your cost fee. All right. So do not waste it. All right. So this is the Bitcoin, how it looks like day to day and how much you can make on the day-to-day schedule. It is very possible to make back your cost fee in a few days just by trading Bitcoin. I'm pretty excited with this. Okay. All right. Last but not least for today, the food for thoughts. Tough times never last, but tough people do. So I know that you guys know me very well, and we know that I will keep pushing it, and I want you guys to succeed together with me. All right. I really want you to succeed with me. Okay. All right, we come to the end of today's session. I really thank you for today. All right, hope you guys are making good money, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. sharp. For students of mine, later on, right, we will have our usual Super Tuesday revision class at 2 p.m. Yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.